Hey, good afternoon. We are back talking about trig identities, and we're going to go for this one right here. Now, if you don't know where to start with a trig identity, I say just take a step forward and go for it and see what happens. I see secant right here. I really want to make this 1. Now, remember, secant is 1 over cosine of x. So 2, I'll put it over here, 2 times 1 over cosine of x would become 2 over cosine x on the right side. Now that doesn't give me any closer on the left side of this, and this is going to take some time here. So now I'm going to work on the left side and see if I can make it equal 2 over cosine x. When I'm looking at this, I'm definitely seeing 2 fractions added together, so I'm going to make these have common denominators. Okay, so the technique on these problems, I'm going to rewrite some stuff in yellow here. Bear with me a second. Kind of space this out a little bit. Not quite as much as I wanted to space that out, but there we go. And I need to make these denominators have both of these in common. In other words, I need the denominator to be 1 plus sine x times cosine x. That's what I want the denominators to be. So if I'm doing that, I need to multiply this first fraction by the cosine of x on the top and bottom. And this one, I need to multiply it by 1, let's see here, by 1 plus sine of x. 1 plus sine of x. And then that is going to make both denominators equal to this right here. All right, so this is going to become, on this first fraction, now I'm going to make them a little bit bigger, so this is going to be ugly for a little bit. This would be cosine squared x. And on the bottom, instead of distributing that through, I'm just going to leave it alone for now. Okay? I don't have my work in front of me, so we're going to see what happens here. I'm going to leave it 1 plus sine of x plus, and on top of that, it would actually be, well, it would be 1 plus sine of x quantity squared. That's what that would be. There's 2 of them. And we may have to FOIL this too. We may have to. We'll see here. I think we're going to have to on the next step. And on bottom, we'll have the same thing as this. So I'm going to make it follow suit. So it's the same. And that hopefully will someday equal cosine of x. All right, I think the next thing I'm going to have to do is FOIL this out. Okay, so I'll come over here, and let's do this. 1 plus sine of x times itself. And there might be a much better, easier way to do this, but I've already started down this path, so we'll FOIL this out. So that's 1 times 1 is 1, plus 1 times the sine of x is sine of x, plus that would be another sine of x, plus sine squared of x. So that's going to become 1 plus 2 sine x plus sine squared x. And hopefully everybody's still with me here. So now I'm going to come back. Let's go back to blue. This thing is going to take the place of that. Okay? That's where that's going to go. So next layer, I have cosine squared x, cosine x, 1 plus sine x. And then I have all of this on the other thing. So I will go ahead and write that out one time. I think when you're doing this, you shouldn't try to cut too many corners, because all it takes is one little mistake and you're going to miss this. Cosine x. I'm trying to be neat here, but I'm also trying to write fast so it doesn't take forever. cosine x. There we go. Now I can combine the tops. So now my bottom is going to be cosine 1 plus sine x, like that. And then the top is all going to get smashed together. So check this out. I'm going to strategically write these four terms. When I say four terms, I mean this is the trick to this. This one, this one, this one, and this one. I'm going to put those four things together, and that's going to be cosine squared x. I'm going to put the sine squared x right after that, so you can see that that right there, if I stop right there, that's 1 on top, right? Plus 1 plus, making a super equation here, plus 2 sine x. And all that equals the cosine of x, 2 over cosine x. And we're almost done here. You just don't realize it yet. Let's see here. Yeah. So at this point, we can make cosine squared x plus sine x equal to 1. So this whole thing here will become 1. And before this, we're going to try to do as much of this as we can here. So it's 1 plus 1. That would be 2 plus 2 sine x over cosine x, 1 plus sine x, I did forget to write it right there, equals 2 over cosine x. Now, on the top here, I can actually get creative and factor a 2 out of that. Okay? So now I'm going to come over here. Let me chop and paste this. Just that part right there. That'll work. C, Control V. Let's get some more real estate here. So I'm still working on the left side of this. All right. On top of this, I can factor out a 2. And inside that is going to be 1 plus sine of x. And since that's over cosine of x, 1 plus sine of x, I think you can see where that's going now. This is all going to cancel that. And what's left? 2 over cosine x. And that's what we were trying to prove equal to each other. Anyways, 2 over cosine x equals 2 over cosine x. I hope you enjoyed that. I'll talk to you later.